What's going on, everyone? It's the boy City Trades, and I'm finally back after a long hiatus. So I just want to show you guys the trade that I took last week, right? So on Monday there was no news. So some people stay at the market because they like to trade with volatility, which I understand. But I see a lot of times that you could get a lot of good runs, about 60 to 100 points, if you guys are on the right side of the market, right? Especially in the morning, 9:30 open, volatility is crazy, and then it starts to die off, but it likes to continue. But anyways, on Monday there was no news, so this is Forex Factory. If you guys didn't know, to check to see if there's news or not, so you don't lose your account, right? All right. Anyways, so let me show you guys. All right. So this is for this week. So this is was Monday, right? So I didn't take a trade on Monday because when I marked up on Monday, let me just show you guys. I think he's doing that. All right. So when I marked up on Monday, guys, I also marked up Sunday as well. All right. So when I marked up, I marked up. So you guys can see. Sorry. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. So I marked up my resistance right here, right? Buyers went up and they couldn't get past there. Then sellers took over and couldn't get past this marker right here. So once I saw that, I was like, okay, so we're gonna continue buying. So price went all the way up, right? It gave an indication showing you where it wants to go. It showed you its hands, its card. So now price did a pullback, right? A little correction. After the correction, price decided to go all the way back up. But when would you like to enter? Right? A lot of people have issues with that. So this is so yes, this is support and resistance, also a mix of break and retest. But the way I get in, guys, after I mark my support and my resistance, and I see where price is trying to go, right? I don't go right away. I need the lower time frame to match with the higher time frame. Sometimes the higher time frame would be bullish, and then the lower time frame would be bearish. So I'm waiting for the lower time frame to go back into that bullish that bullish move, so it lines up with the higher time frame. Once that happens, I know that's my time to take it, right? Anyways, you have to remember time is fractal. Doesn't matter if I look in the 15 seconds, doesn't matter if I look in the 30 seconds, doesn't matter if I look in the 4 hours or the daily. Time is fractal, right? It's just a little delayed, but at the end of the day, price is going to go to a certain location on all the time frames, right? Just a little bit delayed. Anyways, so after I'm in the high time frame, I go to my lower time frame and I go back to where I marked that up. So now I marked it up, right? So this was the support. I'm sorry, this was the resistance, and this was the support. As we see on the support right here, price had no intentions to break that to show me, all right, price wants to go lower instead. But price decided to break this hour support and go all the way up. Then it started correcting, which is pulling back. After it pulled back, guys, now I'm waiting for my entry. I know above this line right here, this purple line that's right here, my support. Right, let me mark it up for you so you guys know what I'm talking about. So first, so I don't confuse you guys. So first it was resistance, right? Then, and we had support right here, right? Once we had the support resistance, we went to the lower time frame, and then now that resistance became. Let me just do this a little faster. All right, now that resistance became support. Okay, so after that resistance became support, guys, I'm waiting for it to go above that line. After it goes above that line, I need to see in that lower time frame, which is the 15 or the 5 for me. I want to see, okay, do we see bullish move, bullish momentum, right? So once we see the bullish momentum, guys, as in right here, I'm letting I'm letting price just run, right? So I didn't trade on Monday because price didn't break anything until Tuesday. Tuesday, New York time, right? That's when I decided to get in, and my entry was right here. So once my entry was right there, guys, where was my stop loss? And no, it's not. Hindsight, I took these trades. You can believe me, not. I'm profitable. That's all that matters. All right. Because it's all time highs, for me, I just let it run. And as soon as I get a lot of bearish candles, I start to drop, right? The reason why is because for me right now, like I'm not used to trading all time highs. So I don't want my profit to go all the way up as much as it can and then to come back down, right? I do not want that to happen. That's the worst. Being on the right side, but because you're being greedy, you lose everything, right? So again, my entry was right here, and this repeats all the time, guys, all the time, right? I used to trade NQ all the time, and I never touched gold because when I first started, I traded gold and I was losing a lot. So I was like, you know what? It's too volatile for me. I'm gonna go to NQ, and NQ I became successful with it, but my what can I say? My my strategy doesn't work every day, right? No strategy works every day, but I want a good strategy where I could day trade every day, right? And my other strategy, it messes me up a little bit because it doesn't really tell me consolidation and all that, but this tells me when not to trade, when to trade, right? I don't have to be on the market all day watching it. As soon as I put my alerts, once it hits it, then I go into the market to look, okay, is everything lining up? All right, let me take it. Oh, don't take it, you know? But anyways, so I got in here, okay? Where's TP? I can't tell you where TP is because we are all-time highs, right? So now, and if I wasn't on futures and I was on regular forex, I would have continued holding. Why? Because price is not showing it wants to go down, right? Okay, so that was my first trade on Tuesday on gold. All right, my second trade was on Friday, right? Did we have news on Tuesday? Yes, we had news on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Okay, and I took once you guys are in a trade and you guys are on the right side, the news is gonna help you get to your terminus, meaning your profit. TP1, TP2, TP3, it's gonna help you get there. But if you're on the wrong side, of course it's gonna manipulate you and get out, right? To the wrong side that you don't want to be in. But anyways, now we're going on Friday. I believe Friday is all right, the 5th. Okay, so Friday we had news at 8:30. All right. So let's go to 8:30. Where's Friday? All right, so Friday is right here. The yellow bar right here is showing you basically, okay, this is London, and then this greenish bluish line telling you this is New York, right? I want to see, I want to make it easier for myself instead of looking at the time frames on the bottom right here. Say, hey, this London, I just want it to be quick, right? I don't want to waste time on the charts. I don't get paid by the hour to be on the charts. Okay, anyways. All right. So we're gonna go on the previous day, but first let's go back to the higher time frame. Okay, right here. So going back, this is going to be my resistance, and this is going to be my support. So let's mark those up again. All right, support and resistance. Do I have a template for this? Okay, so I have my resistance, I have my support. So this happened on Thursday. So this is telling me, hey, I can't take a trade, right? So I can't take a trade. Once I find out I can't take a trade, Thursdays, no trade, I might go to NQ, right? So now I'm waiting for price to break one of these two zones. All right. A lot of people that do break it, they do support and resistance. As soon it breaks, they take a trade. I don't really use this. All right. As soon as soon as price goes up out of this support or resistance line, they take a trade right away. But look what happens. They get burnt because price is not ready to move yet, right? So break and retest would have helped you out a little bit more. You would have been profitable in this trade, but a lot of times it does not work. All right. So resistance, support. Now I'm waiting for price to go on either side like before, like on Tuesday. Like I said, the market does this all the time. It might not happen every day, but it happens all the time. And with this system I have right here, is a high win rate, guys. All right. So that support, I'm at resistance, turn it to support on this line. What am I waiting for, guys? To break this, do its correction, do its pullback, right? And go to the lower time frame. Once it goes into that time frame that I needed to, which is 15, and it goes up, look what happens. So price showed me, okay, it wants to go up. This is during London. All right, still London. It goes back down into the no trade zone. Okay, once it does that, guys, I'm seeing that price before 8:30, before news, right? I got onto the trade at 8:30. Mark it up. And I called it in this little group. All right, so when I called it, guys, and I said, hey, I'm in a trade early, right? Someone else want to get in the trade as well on the chat. I don't know their system, but me, I was 100% into this move. Why was I into this move? Because I knew that price did not show any bearish momentum, right? People were scared because, hey, you know what? It has to be bearish because it needs to correct itself after making all-time highs. I'm not even thinking about that. I see a lot of people on TikTok looking for sales. Why am I going for buys? Because for my plan, once it breaks either support or resistance, right? For this case, it broke resistance. Now turned it to support. It corrected. Once I saw price on a lower time frame, look how we did a high low, right? So this low, right? Look at this swing low. Price went up, right? Went up again. When it went back down, price is never breaking this swing low to tell me, hey, this is selling. So once I saw that and price continue going up again right here, guys. So if you guys don't understand what I'm trying to say or show, price is making higher lows, right? Let me fix this one. Oh, shoot now. All right, price is making higher lows. I hope you guys get it. Now how do I get out of this? Okay. All right. Price is always making a higher low. That's for bullish. Reverse for bearish, right? Once I saw that, and I know price was at 8:30, was going to be volatile due to the news of New York, I said I'm getting in, and I got in at around 8:26, guys. Okay, so I could even go to the 5 minutes. I don't like to go to the 1 minute on this strategy, but I got in right here. I was in a little drawdown. I think like 160 or even 150 I was down by. But price was just showing me it does not want to break its swing lows. So I was like, all right, I'm content on what I'm gonna lose. So I went into this gold trade. I put TP for $2,800, but because of the volatility and it didn't respect my terminus, which is awesome when it's beneficial to you, but it went up and gave me like $3,200, right? I got an extra few $100s on this trade setup. Can I had hold it? Yes, of course I can. But at the end of the day, I was content on what I made, guys. A lot of times when I lose my trades before, the reasons why I lose and was never profitable for a long time is because I'm over here holding when I'm in profit. If I'm at a job and I only make $160 and I'm in a trade and I make $200, why am I not getting out? I'm okay working 10, 12 hours to make 160, but I'm not okay to making $200 and closing. We have to be smarter, guys. So, anyways, so that was my trade on gold, right? I took this on the live, not no funded accounts. Now I'm gonna show you guys the trade that I took on my funded account, right? So this is a different strategy. I have two different strategies. I'm trying to see if I can do the same gold strategy on NQ, but right now I'm sticking to the other one that is profitable still for me. Right, this happens about 2 or 3, sometimes 4 times a week with this strategy. Anyways, okay, so I only trade this during New York at 9:30 and beyond. Right, I don't go right away. I have to see what price is showing me. So I marked up at 7. Let's mark up 7. And I told the group, okay, I already marked it up. All right, so right here is the 7 a.m. of New York Eastern time. Okay, so price went down, right? Price consolidated for a little bit. See, consolidated, barely moved, stayed in the same spot. And then price decided to go all the way down and then come up. Started coming up, started coming up. And at this part right here, as you guys see, is the resistance, also buy side liquidity. And then price decided uh to go a little bit down and back up into that buy side. So at 9:30, right? Usually I used to get burned a lot, but on this strategy, guys, I stay in a 5 minute and I marked up my zones. I have my buy side liquidity and I have my sell side liquidity right here. So once I marked that up, guys, once price started manipulating, showing people, hey guys, I am. Hold on, let me see. All right, where is it? Okay, so right here, it started to go down, right? As it go here. But then on this candle at 9:30, right? As soon as price shows up, look what it does. It's showing you that it cannot go any higher, right? Can't bring a swing high. It's going lower and lower. Look what happened on the 9:30 candle. Price took that 7 a.m. buy side liquidity. All right. Once it took that buy side liquidity, a lot of people, and even myself back in the days, I used to think, hey, you know what? It's a buy. Let me just slap on a buy, and I will lose so much money. Like, I don't understand. Like, price did this, and it's supposed to go up, but it's a fake out. It's called manipulation. The market is manipulating you, thinking one way, and it's going the other way. Think about Kyrie Irving, right? He's going left, but really he wants to go right to do a layup. So look what happens. Price went up. As soon as I saw price go up and took the buy side liquidity, I think I waited about 15 to 30 seconds. All right, so even though I'm on the 1 second here, on my Top Step X account, on my combines, I was on the 15 seconds, 30 seconds, because that shows me a lot more what's going on a lot faster. Remember I said time is fractal? What I'll see in the 15 and 30 seconds, I'm going to see in the 1 minute and 5 minutes. It might have one FVG compared to 15, 30 seconds when I might have five FVGs for me to understand and see, oh, price is really bearish. Oh, price is really bullish, right? So once I saw price go up into that buy side liquidity, I knew it was a sell. I waited a few more minutes and I'm not gonna show the 15 seconds because I didn't mark it up on there. All right, so now, you know what? Let's go on it. Where's the chart at? All right. Mm-hmm. September 9:30. All right, this is the candlestick I was talking about, right? So let's go to 30 seconds. Now I gotta scoop back. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Almost there. Almost there. All right, we're almost there. Beautiful. We are almost there. Okay, 9:30. All right, you see how 9:30 was a bullish candle, right? But on the 1 minute, it was a bearish candle, right? So I need to see what's going on. So let me mark it out for you guys. That was the highest high. But at 9:30, price went up and started what? It started going down, started selling. Once price went back up into this bullish order block, I'm sorry, bearish order block, what happened is, let me mark it up for you guys so you guys can see. Sorry. Once price got into it and couldn't go above it, I said, okay, let me hit that sell. So I hit that sell right there, guys, on the 15 second and also the 30 second. So let's go to the 15 so you guys can see more. Why do we have to go further back? All right. So right here, guys, look, prices going down and coming back up, giving you multiple times to get back in. All right, you didn't get in this time. Okay, you're dropping down. All right, one more chance. Okay, this is the last time, guys. I'm gonna give you one more opportunity. Went back into the bearish order block, and look, this is the last time to run that wave all the way down before it started retracing to go back down even further more, right? So let's go back to NQ. All right. So I also mark up the 8:30 open and the midnight open, right? Price likes to gravitate to that, and also I like to go to the reverse. So price goes to the bullish liquidity, the buy side liquidity. I like to target the sell side liquidity, right? I don't look at any bias. I don't look at the daily to see, oh, are we bullish today? Oh, are we bearish today? No, I don't look at any of that. I just look to see where we are at price, right? To see if we have any manipulation. And if we do, that's when I attack the 8:30 and the midnight open, right? Sometimes price will go to the 8:30 and just bounce off that and then go bullish, right? Or sometimes price will go all the way to midnight open, then reverse. Or sometimes price will go all the way to the opposite liquidity, right? Continue down, hit the midnight open or the 8:30 open, and then start reversing, right? I done a lot of research. I was in a group that had the same structure of my strategy, right? And it's crazy because I used to do the same mistake all the time. Get in at 9:30, and I see it buy. I'm like, yo, press the buy button. As soon as I press the buy button, it goes the other way, and I'm losing so much money. I'm like, yo, that doesn't make sense. And then I went into a group that had the same strategy that I made, but his was more structured. And I was like, yo, this is beautiful, bro. Let me just start learning this a bit more to see why price is manipulating. And if you guys want to see this strategy, it's basically the ICT 2022 strategy. I don't make any of my strategies, guys. Uh, ICT and another strategy that I also use for gold. And when I don't see a setup on gold, I go straight to NQ and vice versa, right? Like I said, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get a strategy where you're gonna have trades every day, and you don't want to trade every day. I don't want to make 3,000 one day, and then the second day, Tuesday, I lose 1,500, right? And then I go on Wednesday, I lose another 1,500, and then on Thursday, I make $600, and then Friday, I make $200. I only made $800 for the week when I could have made $3,000 by being content on what I made for that week. You get what I'm saying? It's just like you guys need to slow down. Get a strategy, slow down. It could be my strategy. I don't care. I'm gonna start posting a lot, guys, win or lose, so guys can show you. Right, this is the funded account. I took two, right? As you guys can see, I took 3 trades. My first trade, I was trying to get. Uh, I had a bad intro in the first one, but I was trying to hit on both the longs and the shorts because I've been doing this for a long time. Where I feel content and okay for me to do it, right? But with the new strategy with the support resistance slash retest, I'm able to just hold it for the whole move, right? I don't care about the pullbacks. I don't care about it consolidating a little bit, then going down. I know I'm on the right side of the market. I just gotta wait, right? But anyways, that was my trade. I made 1,500 on one, and then I made on the second one. I'm trying to get five. I already have one passed already, but I'm just waiting to get all five. And then on this one, I only took one trade, right? When you see the market does the same thing over and over, guys, that's where you make your money. It's yes, it's a game of probability. You take away the gambling and the emotional aspect of it. Now you just got to do the psychology of how much money you're willing to risk and lose, right? Not revenge trading and waiting for your setup. Being patient. Don't rush into it, guys. You guys have a blessed day, and let's get this money this week, fellas. Let's go.